Benefits of the British Raj in India. The British Raj, spanning nearly 2 centuries of colonial rule in India, left an indelible mark on the subcontinent. Its legacy is a complex tapestry of both positive and negative aspects. In this exploration, we will delve into 10 key facets of British colonial rule in India, shedding light on historical facts, figures, and perspectives offered by eminent Indian historians. Through these insights, we aim to provide a comprehensive view of the multifaceted impact of the British Raj. Legal system and equality. The British Raj created a legal system that provided a measure of equality before the law. Notably, the Indian Penal Code of 1857 laid the legal groundwork for modern India. Historian Ramesh Chandra Majumdar observed that this system introduced concepts of justice and accountability previously absent in India. The Code of Criminal Procedure 1861 established fair procedures and standards for criminal trials, contributing to legal transparency. The establishment of high courts in major Indian cities ensured access to justice at regional levels. Land revenue systems were reformed, reducing exploitation of farmers and enhancing land rights. Infrastructure development. Under British rule, India witnessed the construction of a vast infrastructure network, including railways, roads, and ports. By 1947, India boasted over 53,000 miles of railway tracks, significantly enhancing transportation and trade. The construction of the Suez Canal in 1869 facilitated trade between India and Europe, showcasing the interconnectedness of colonial infrastructure. The establishment of major ports like Bombay, Mumbai, and Calcutta, Kolkata spurred economic growth. The Public Works Department played a crucial role in developing roads and bridges, improving connectivity. Public education and literacy. The British Raj introduced a system of public education, leading to an increase in literacy rates. Census data from 1881 showcased this improvement in education, highlighting the colonial focus on knowledge dissemination. The establishment of universities like Madras University in 1857 offered higher education opportunities. The Woods Dispatch of 1854 allocated funds for the expansion of primary education, targeting wider literacy. Prominent educational institutions like Presidency College in Calcutta, Kolkata, became centers of learning and intellectual discourse. Stability and order. The British Raj brought stability and order to a region that had experienced centuries of warfare and civil strife. Historical records indicate a decline in the frequency of major conflicts during colonial rule. The suppression of the Thugee cults in the early 19th century contributed to a safer environment for travelers. The establishment of a unified police force improved law enforcement and security. The introduction of modern administrative systems enhanced governance and social order. Entrepreneurship and innovation. Colonial India saw the emergence of entrepreneurship and innovation. Businesses and industries established during this period played a pivotal role in India's subsequent economic success. The establishment of the Tata Group in the late 19th century illustrates the entrepreneurial spirit of the time. The growth of industries like textiles and steel manufacturing laid the foundation for India's industrial development. British policies promoting private enterprise encouraged entrepreneurship among Indians. Common language and cultural exchange. The adoption of English as a common language facilitated the exchange of ideas between different regions and cultures. Records of the era demonstrate the role of English in promoting cultural interchange. Literary works in English, such as Tagore's writings, transcended linguistic barriers, fostering cultural diversity. English language newspapers and journals provided a platform for intellectual discourse and the dissemination of ideas. English medium education opened doors to Western literature, science, and philosophy, broadening horizons. Language of higher education. English became the language of higher education and government during British rule. Census data from the early 20th century illustrates the spread of English education, contributing to a more unified India. The establishment of universities like Calcutta University in 1857 promoted English medium education. English language textbooks and curriculum standardized education across regions, facilitating mobility. English proficiency became a valuable skill for employment and participation in government institutions. Parliamentary democracy. The British Raj introduced the concept of parliamentary democracy, laying the foundation for India's modern political system. The monumental first general election in 1951-52 showcased significant voter participation. The Government of India Act, 1935, allowed for limited self-governance and marked a significant step towards democratic governance. The introduction of legislative bodies at provincial and central levels provided a platform for political representation. India's adoption of a democratic system ensured a peaceful transition of power and political stability. Culture of public service. British rule fostered a culture of public service, which remains a cornerstone of India's civil society. Historical statistics on public service employment underscore its enduring influence. The Indian Civil Service, founded in 1858, attracted talented individuals committed to public service. The establishment of the All India Services ensured efficient administration and governance. Public servants played crucial roles in implementing policies and fostering development. Taxation for public works. The British Raj introduced a system of taxation that funded critical public works and services in India. Government revenue records from the colonial era emphasize the role of taxation in financing infrastructure projects. Taxation policies, though often criticized, were instrumental in financing critical infrastructure projects in India. The revenue generated from land taxes and customs duties contributed to the construction of the Indian railways. Investment in irrigation projects and sanitation initiatives improved living conditions and agricultural productivity. Conclusion. The legacy of the British Raj in India is a tapestry woven from diverse threads comprising legal reforms, infrastructure development, education, and governance. Indian historians provide valuable insights, illuminating the multifaceted impact of colonial rule. While acknowledging the positives, it's imperative to recognize the challenges and complexities inherent in this historical narrative, shaping India's trajectory into the modern era.